A card is drawn from a standard deck of 52 deck. If the card is a king, you win $35. Otherwise, you lose $6. What is the expected value of the game? So we're going to let X be the random variable of the amount won on a single play at this game. Okay, so now we got the expected value we're solving for. And note this formula is given to you. So let's just create our table. So we have our xi of probability I, where we got win $35 and we have a loss of $6. Okay. So now what we need to do is figure out the probability. What is the probability to win that $35? Well, it said that if the card is a king, you're going to win. Well, we know that there is 4 kings in that whole deck of 52 cards, right? So when I divide this by 4, right, we divide that 52 by 4, we get 13. So there is 1/13 of a chance of getting a king. Okay, so I got 1/13 of that probability. So if I take the probability of losing, right, take the probability of losing, then that means it's not going to be a king in that whole deck. Well, let's think about that. There is 4 kings in that deck, right? And a whole deck has 4 suits. Let's do that. Has 4 suits, and each suit has 13 in it. And if I take one out, it leaves me with 12. So I have 12/13 of a probability of losing, right? Because that means we're not going to draw. We pulled all the kings out as that option. Now, let's find the expected value of the game that's entered this value. Okay, so we're going to use this equation here, and we're going to find out what's the expected value. So I got 35 times that 1/13 plus that -6 times that 12/13. And what is that? So that's going to give me 35/13 minus 72/13. So now I got 35 minus 72. So I get -37/13, and we are going to divide that by 13, get our decimal. Let's go out to the nearest hundreds, okay? So we have a -$2.85 is expected value of the game it's about, okay? Okay, example 6. Example 6, the annual premium for a $25,000 insurance policy against the theft of a painting is $100. If the property that the painting will be stolen during the year is 0.25, what is the expected return from the insurance company if you take out the insurance? So we're going to let X be the random variable for the amount of money received from the insurance company in the given year. And then we're going to find as expected, okay? So let's look at it. We have, if the painting is stolen during the year, the net amount is received from this. Well, let's look at it. If we have $25,000 and if we are going to have a theft of 100, we subtract those two, we're going to be left with 24,900. All right. This here is what the net amount received from the insurance company, right? If it's stolen during the year, this is what we're going to have. And therefore, so if the painting is not stolen during the year, you will you'll lose $100, right? If it's not stolen, we're going to lose 100. Okay, so since there is a 0.25, and this actually needs to be 0.025 chance that the painting will be stolen during the year, the chance that the painting will not be stolen is going to be, let's take that 100 minus 0. Actually, you don't take 100, you take 1 minus that. Let me get that open. It's 1 minus, because we're just talking about. So 1 minus 0.025. And it leaves me with 0.975. That is not going to be stolen. Okay. So now I can write this out in a sentence form. Therefore, there is a 0.025 chance of a 24,900 gain and a 0.975% or chance of $100 loss. Okay, so now let's find the expected value. So I can plug this in my table, right? Let's create our table right quick. So I have the 24900, and underneath it is going to be the 0.025. And then we have a negative 100 and a 0.975. All right, now spend the expected value. We get 24900 times that 0.025 plus the negative 100 times 0.975. And then we get it estimated at $525. Okay. Moving on. So example 7 says, after careful testing and analyzing, an oil company is considering drilling at 2 different sites. It is estimated that at site A will net 50 million if dollars if successful, probability of 0.2, and a loss of 3.5 million if not, probability 0.8. Site B will have a net 70 million, successful probability of 0.1, a loss 5.5 if not successful, at probability of 0.9. Which site should the company choose according to the expected return from it? So what we need to do is go ahead and create our table. This is going to make it so much easier. So if I create my table, I got my XI and PI. Okay, so at the 50 million here, right? At the $50 million, we have 0.2. Then add the 3.5 loss, we have the 0.8. So this is talking about site A. All right, so now I can put in my expected value formula. Okay, and I'll type this in my calculator. And gotta be careful, I made that look bad. So now we calculate this, I get $7.2 million. 7.2 million. Now on B, I want to find site B. So XI. Yeah. So it said site B said 70 million and 0.1. And then a loss of 5.5 and 0.9. So our expected value, 70 times 0.1 plus negative 0.5 times 0.9. And that gives me, get our answer out right quick. 70 times 0.1. I'm going to add that to negative 0.5, which we would have subtracted 2.9. million. So which site would we want? Well, if we look at it, I would pick site A, 7.2 million. It's a lot better than 2.05 million, which, I mean, either one would be great. But site A would give you more. So I would go with site A.